I was quite young, I was only 8. I remember my dad's friends' children had a PlayStation. I remember when they played Lara Croft. I hadn't seen a girl being the lead character in a video game. She was extremely fierce and determined and capable and a big adventurer. I've been dreaming since I was a kid to be part of a big action adventure, to push myself. And in this film, I really get to do that.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. This is
Hernan.
And welcome to The Reviewer. We're going to be here reviewing video games, movies. Today we're actually reviewing a movie. This is our very first video, clearly. Yeah, are you going to talk at all, or are you just going to be playing off of me?
Oh, no, I'm going to talk. Okay, so anyways, today we're going to be reviewing our very first movie that we're going to talk about, which is Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so...
Obviously the new Tomb Raider that just came out, not the old Tomb Raiders, because that would be stupid.
Yeah.
That'd be
true.
stupid of us. But yeah, we're talking about the newer Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander.
Oh, Queen.
Definitely a well, to start it off, very good movie. I really did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. I feel like it didn't get the hype that it wanted because whenever
That's
it
true.
first came out, I only saw like one commercial and I was like, oh my god, they made a Tomb Raider movie, and before I knew it, it's like, oh, it's out tomorrow. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I didn't see many like trailers about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I saw... Well, I think there were 2 trailers that came out. And then I think I saw... Actually, you know what? I only knew that the movie was coming out like a month before.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Infinity War or something like that, where you knew like a year.
I think everybody and their mama knows about Infinity War, as opposed to like these underdog movies where it's like we're just gonna sneak them in there, you know, and just hopefully people watch them.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Tomb Raider fan, so.
Oh, no, not as big as me.
Well, obviously.
Not as
but
big as
still.
me. I have played all the games. I really like the newer ones. I don't know if the new Tomb Raider or the new Lara Croft is based off a real person, but she is absolutely stunningly beautiful, and she can take a beating. What?
Nothing.
That wasn't supposed to be like a sexual thing. I just meant like.
I know. I'm just making it.
I mean, there
just
were
kinda-
sections in the game where she'll take the what is the piece of wood, you know, in the river level.
Oh yeah.
Or if you made a wrong turn or screwed something up.
Anyways.
Straight in the throat.
Anyways, back to the movie.
Yes, the movie.
The movie. Okay. So we decided to go see this movie together, and you know we're reviewing movies. So shit, where was I going with this? Let's edit it out. Okay. Anyways, so we decided to see the movie.
Yes.
It was my idea. Brandon, we were supposed to originally see something else, but I think time conflict prevented us from seeing that movie. So we decided to go with Tomb Raider. Pretty good idea because let's just face it. I mean, Alicia Vikander, she's pretty amazing.
She's great. But it's not like we weren't going to go see the movie anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to. I had to.
Yeah. We see movies like every week, pretty much.
We see a movie once a week, so that's why this channel is should be filled with different reviews of our movies.
Amateur
we see.
reviews.
Yes, amateur reviews. But let's just get started about talking about the
Oh
movie.
god, people are gonna tear us apart. They're gonna be like, these guys don't know what they're talking
These guys
about.
suck.
It's like,
Get them off of YouTube.
Obviously, we don't know what we're talking about. We just
Yeah. Well, we know a little bit.
we know
So that's all that matters.
a little bit.
A little bit. But anyway, what did you think of the movie? Like, what did you think of the base storyline first?
The base storyline, I think it very well matched up with the video game, pretty much.
It did.
Yeah.
It fit well. It fit well. The scenery, the island was the same. Yamatai.
We'll break it down with story first. Story was good. I like the story. It was its own entity. It wasn't something you needed to do research on or play video games to understand. It was sort of like
Yeah. Not like.
beginning, middle, end, you know, the whole shebang thing. It wasn't just like, oh, throw you in the middle of this whole Tomb Raider history and you're like, just what's going on here?
Yeah. Like what was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because, you know, if you see that and you never played the games, you're, good luck.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's why a lot of people didn't like that movie, was because they didn't really understand what was going on that well.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, they make these movies because I mean, most movies coming out are based off something. You got Marvel doing the comic books. You got some video games doing movies doing some video games, and then so forth. And a lot of movies based off books. So
Yeah.
So they all have their sources.
Well, Ready Player One.
Yeah. Oh my God, that movie was amazing. That's done.
It was
Later.
amazing. That is later. That'll
that's
come
later.
later. Anyway, so I really did like the story of this new Tomb Raider. I liked how it stayed away from the supernatural, that everything was kind of more in the real world.
It's very grounded.
Yes, it was very well. It was more like, I don't want to say relatable because that doesn't make any sense because I've never,
You're not a woman and you've never crashed on a boat and
I've never been in that situation. But, oof, almost yawned there. Oh. What?
Boring you? I'm just
No,
kidding.
I'm not boring. I'm boring. I'm
Can't
boring
work in these
myself.
conditions.
But anyway, no, it was a little more relatable. You could feel more. It was more real world. You could like see it actually happening.
Yeah, because if you've ever seen the original Tomb Raiders, you know that there's magic involved. Like the first Tomb Raider was like I forgot what it was called, but this is the one where she
With
finds
Angelina Jolie.
she finds the pieces, she controls time, she can go back in time, blah blah blah. The second one was about like essentially Pandora's box and releasing plague and disease upon Earth, and this new one, you're like, oh, you don't know what it's about because you played the video games and then you've seen the first two movies, so you're like, where are they going to go with this
Yeah,
one?
exactly.
And you're thinking, oh my god, they're talking about some witch queen, Himiko,
Yeah,
who
Himiko.
like is like the
Himiko.
goddess of death or whatever and can like spread disease and plague and blah blah blah. And they ramp up this whole movie to be magical, but then in the end, they're like, bam, it was just a virus. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They ramp it up as like, and even
Yeah.
Lord Richard Croft, who's portrayed by Dominic West,
Yeah.
who is he was a really good actor.
He really
is a
was.
really good actor.
He
I
is.
really liked him in that. Yeah, he's still alive.
Which brings us to another point too. I really like this movie because it's refreshing because a lot of the actors aren't really well known.
Yeah.
So you get a whole brand new cast. Well, it's not brand new cast,
Yeah, it's
but a
not-
cast of
yeah.
not well known people who really work together to make the movie sort of like click together. And
Yeah.
that's really amazing because you get these overused actors who do movies and you're like, oh my god, it's so and so again in this movie, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be an action movie, she's gonna kick ass, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
But I went in knowing nothing about Alicia Vikander. Like, is she gonna be a badass? Is she gonna be weak? Is she gonna be whatever? And so the whole movie is just fresh to me, and that's what I really liked about the movie as well.
Yeah. I mean, that everybody in the movie was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a cohesive team. They worked together really well. Even
Yeah.
the bad guy, who was
He was played Walton something.
I don't know.
Walton something. I can't remember because I know it's Alicia Vikander was Lara Croft. Lou Ren was Daniel Wu.
Uh-huh.
Dominic West was Lara's father, and then Walton Goggins?
Something with the C,
Something.
some G. I don't know what it was.
Something. I've got it right here if I just check my notes. Walton Goggins, yeah.
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins, yeah.
There you go.
He was a very, very good bad guy.
Yeah, and he was a very relatable bad guy as well.
He was a very relatable. Because that's something we definitely have talked about.
They made him one of those villains where like you hate him but you relate to him at the same time, which is definitely makes an internal conflict in yourself. It's just one of those things where like
Well, you relate to him up to a point,
Yeah,
as much
well-
as you can, as a human. Because I know at the beginning of the movie, when he first captures Lara, he's talking about he's been on that island for 7 years and hasn't been able to see his daughters.
7 years. Siete.
7 years.
No civilization, no Starbucks, no McDonald's. Like boy,
That would suck, honestly. I need civilization to, not...
no Fortnite, bro.
Fortnite, that's another thing. But no, I mean, it was relatable. And even on his desk in his tent, you saw pictures of his daughters.
Yeah,
Which was, kind of
cute
emotional.
little.
Yeah. Of course, then you get to the point to where, oh, maybe he's not such a bad guy. Then he shoots some old sick dude that
Who
can't
was-
work.
And he was like dying.
And he was dying.
killed
And
him.
he just pulls out his M9, I think it was. And just
Okay, calm down, you arsonist. I mean, not arsonist.
blows him away.
Arsenal expert. There you go.
Yeah. He just blows him away. And I'm like, man,
Ooh,
I don't think I can relate to him anymore.
no, not anymore.
But yeah, no, the storyline was pretty good as far as it being of this earth.
It had flow.
It did. It flowed. It had a semi-quick, semi-slow flow to it.
Yeah, it went at a good pace. It wasn't too. There was one. Well, it wasn't rushed, but if you were to play the video games, you would feel like it was rushed because you would understand that character development within Laura, because Lara. Sorry,
Lara
I don't know why I say Laura all the time.
Because you're
Lara.
not educated.
Well, it's a British accent, Lara.
It's Lara.
I guess your Texan Southern, my
Lara.
Texan Southern draw, Laura,
It might be.
probably.
You're doing it with your arm.
I'm resting it because
I'm watching you.
wow, it make me feel like
Self-conscious?
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
God. You lost my train of thought. You just ruined me right
You
there.
talking about Laura?
That one comment just ruined me.
You're talking about Laura.
All right. Anyways, if you played the video games and you've seen like previous movie, you know she's originally a badass.
Yeah.
This movie sort of goes back to the origins of Laura.
Yeah, it's her origin story.
Yeah.
It's how she becomes the badass that we know
That
she is.
Yeah.
Will become.
And so as we're talking about the pace of the movie, there is one point where it goes from weak Laura to surviving the boat, you know, getting beat up by his guys, captured, to her just instantly becoming this badass, ready to take them all on with the bow and arrow. And I kind of felt like that was a little bit rushed, but I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it was rushed. I can understand it because it was... I can't remember how long the movie is, but, like, it's a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
I get
like,
it. It's a movie. You have to cram all that in there. You can't play a video game over, like, 13 hours or whatever, but still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Video game compared to movie. That's why... That's another thing with the Assassin's Creed movie. It was so quick because...
Yeah.
A video game compared to... You can spend hours on a video game, but you can only... I mean...
You don't go so far and do so much in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord of the Rings is very long, but, like, there aren't that many movies that are that long.
Yeah.
Like, how long was Space Odyssey, or what was that movie called?
Which one? Was it
can't-
Space Odyssey?
2001, A Space Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long movie. But, like, there aren't that many that are that long, and with modern people today, they don't have that long of an attention span.
Yeah.
So you can't have too long of a movie or else you get bored. Well, I wouldn't
Okay.
get bored.
You put Lara Croft in front of me, and I'm like, hello. I
Yeah,
could watch this all day.
that's how I am. But no. So let's talk about the performance of the actors.
Okay.
So like Alicia Vikander, she's Swedish. She grew up in Sweden, obviously. That was obviously she grew up in Sweden.
Really?
I mean, she didn't have to grow up in Sweden.
Sweden speaks Swedish? What?
Yeah, but no, she started out doing the small time roles in like theaters and whatnot.
Wait,
Like,
she did theater?
yeah,
You know more about her than I do, so I'm going to be like,
she
what?
did. Yeah, she did that sort of stuff, which is cool. And then she progressively got bigger and bigger. She was in Ex Machina. She was
She was?
yeah, she was the main robot.
I haven't seen that one.
She was a robot.
I've only seen the anime, not the
It's been a
actual
while
one.
since I've actually watched that. But anyway, this role, and I know in one of the interviews that she did, she was talking about how she wanted to be like, she wanted to be a role model, kind of like how Gal Gadot did the same thing in Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, Lara Croft isn't like super. She's a normal person.
She's vulnerable.
Yeah, and she worked hard to get her body to look like a fighter and like be able to do
body's
stuff.
Amazing.
It is. I mean, she worked really hard. And the cool thing about it is that she did a lot of her own stunts in this movie.
Uh-huh.
She got beat up a lot.
But she did have a stun double, right?
She did. She did for like for some of the stuff, but she still took a beating many times. And I know Daniel Wu talked about just watching her like hit stuff or fall down or get hit in the face, and he's like, this girl can take it, which is
Sorry.
really
Sorry, that's
really
me.
oh my
It's my age talking.
That's
my
his-
Freudian slip.
his he has issues. But no, she worked very hard, and this role, I mean, she's an Academy Award winning she's an Academy Award winning actress.
There we go. Got it.
Yeah, I got it. And I mean, you can see it. You can see that in this movie. As for Dominic West, he did a very, very good job portraying her father,
Your father.
being the fear that he had of releasing this terrible Death Queen out into the world was.
He was definitely very grounded on that idea that I love you, my daughter, but this girl's got to be stopped. Like,
yeah.
Spoiler, I did almost cry at the end because what?
What happens between the two of them?
She like finally goes to this island to find her dad,
Uh-huh.
and she finds him, and then they're reunited. She gets a little pissed off at him because he's like this weak little old man, you know. And
he's not weak. What are you talking about?
He's hiding in a cave. He's got like.
He's just a little crazy, but he's not weak.
He is pretty weak. He didn't do much in the movie.
He shot somebody.
He shot. Whatever. Besides the point, he ends up dying, and he does it to save, I guess, mankind.
Well, he dies. Yeah, he does the same.
Because his main goal is to not release this deadly virus on the world. And
yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? Plus, he was gonna die anyway because he got infected. So that I feel like that kind of helped him make the decision to.
You know how many movies I have not seen yet? I would not want to die yet. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I would.
Yeah, but you saw how quickly that plague kills you quickly. Like 30 seconds.
One question I did have, I want to like kind of just throw this idea around with you. Does it kill you, or does it turn you into like a monster? Because that last guy that got
got up.
Yeah, and he was.
I don't know actually.
Like rabid, like.
Yeah, like he went. That's how Richard Croft got infected.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I honestly, I don't. Well, no, I guess it would be, because the story of the Death Queen is that she spread death. So these people must have died.
Yeah. So
But-
I mean, I guess you die and you go like insane for like the first like.
You're like a rabid. Well,
It's like super Ebola.
like
eats
rabies,
all,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
where it just like your mind just turns like to a primitive state, I guess, and you want to attack anything, and then you
Yeah.
die.
You revert to primitive animal
You
instincts.
turn into a zombie and then die.
Yes.
Uplifting movie it is.
It's
But
super.
anyway, Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins.
Yes.
Pretty good bad guy.
I mean, we talked about him being relatable, but he's pretty. I mean, he's pretty great.
I've seen him in a few movies, and he always plays a bad guy, but he always plays a really good bad guy.
A lot of actors that play bad guys always play bad guys.
Yeah,
Which
but
is something
I feel
that's
like
funny.
playing bad guys is easy because we all like to be kind of evil.
Yeah, I feel like it too. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I mean, I'm a manager at my job, and I always like to be evil, so it's
Yeah.
easy.
yeah.
It's harder to be nice to y'all than it is to be friends with y'all.
I mean,
Harder to be nice to y'all than it is to be.
it's always easier to be mean.
I feel like it is.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, to not be faking it, I guess. would
Yeah.
be-
I don't know. Maybe I just really hate dumb people.
So do I, dude. So do I.
But then when the shoe's on the other foot and I feel dumb, I'm like, why are you being so mean to me?
True. Well, yeah. I guess it's a double
Right?
standard
So,
then.
yeah, it is a double standard for everybody.
But-
Okay. Anyways,
Back to Walton Goggins. He was a very good bad guy, and there were a couple points where in the movie where like when oh my god, I don't know why I just yawned again. Man, I'm boring myself apparently. No, when that scene where the floor is falling out from under them, and
talk about anxiety inducing, dude.
oh my gosh,
God.
I was having some. My heart's right
Heart
here. Actually.
palpitations.
I know, just worried that they're all gonna die, and I'm gonna see Lara just take a
Oh,
stalagmite,
you baby.
stalactite to the chest, or
Stalagmites, stalactites,
yeah, no wait,
stalactites.
stalactite. I think that's a stalactite.
The ones on the ceiling.
No, the ones on the floor. I don't know. I'm not educated, so
I know one's the other. Stalagmites.
obviously
stalactites.
it's one. Yeah,
We know the differences though, but just wait.
we don't know
Which one goes to which.
Yeah, we know there's a difference. We just don't know which ones. But anyway, during that scene, what was his Vogel, the bad guy.
What is it? Tobias?
Oh gosh,
Mateos?
Matthias.
Matthias. there you go.
Matthias
Tobias.
Vogel. Yeah, Matthias.
Split the two.
He makes a couple jokes, and he he's trying desperately to get out of this situation, and the only one that can get them out of this situation is Lara. So they're kind of working together,
Yeah.
kind of not, and you kind of...
You relate to Vogel because most people in the world are kind of grounded. They don't believe in like magic and weird stuff
Yeah.
like that. So this Vogel guy's literally like, there is no Death Queen. It's just a job, you know.
Yeah.
But Lara's father's like dead set on believing that this lady is like the Queen of Death.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, dude, it's just like wake up. Like
Exactly.
there is
yeah.
no Death Queen. There is no magic. There is no blah blah blah. So you relate to him. You're like, but then you kind of like believing because you want to be on the good people's side. So you're like, maybe she is the Queen of Death. Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And then so finally, when it is realized that she's not really a Death Queen, it's just a virus. You're kind of like, oh shit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But he still wants to take her out because it is a job. And I'm like, dude.
oh yeah. I
At
mean,
that point, I'd be like, bro, she is kind of the Queen of Death because this is a virus, but
I know.
not in that magical sense.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he just wants to get home,
Yeah.
which is ironic because at the end of the movie, they just sabotage the helicopter.
Yeah, and you can't.
So the helicopter was coming anyway. So he honestly could have just left
Right.
without having
Yeah.
anything. Just
Yeah.
force them to take him back. Of course, then again, he would have been out of a job.
And he would have been probably on a hit list.
That's yeah. So maybe he had to. Maybe that's the only option that he saw that was effective, I guess, or that would be effective.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think about Daniel Wu? His character, Lu Ren.
Definitely played a good drunk at the beginning.
He did. I love when he just like falls.
But playing a drunk isn't hard. You just
That's true.
You just lean yours a little bit, and you just like close your eyes. And
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Yeah. But he literally just falls off the balcony of the ship.
Ouch! Yeah, he does.
It's so funny.
Before almost killing Laura.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he does. That would have been awful. I love the chase scene right before that.
Yeah.
I love the chase scene before that. It's pretty...
I really wish she would have fought them, but she kind of ran. But,
She did.
But
She
like I
tackled
said, she
the
didn't
dude.
go through this.
She
whole-
also didn't have a knife. Yeah, I mean, she was only used to fighting other people who in like a ring.
Are unarmed, yeah.
Yeah, so that kid had a little switchblade and tried to steal her backpack.
What is it in Japanese or Chinese culture where you have to like seppuku?
That's Japanese,
Japanese.
but they were in Hong Kong, so that was
But
Chinese.
that would never relate anyways.
So it didn't matter.
Swing and a miss, Hernan.
Yep, you just
At least I admitted it.
you just embarrassed yourself.
But at least I admitted it. I'm not one of those stubborn assholes who's like, no, that's Japanese, dude.
That's true. But yeah, no, I liked his character. Like, it was cool because it wasn't a love interest character. It was just another character.
It was like a partner.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, 2-player video games. If you're a gamer, you get it. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's the other person you can play as.
Yeah.
Split screen.
Yeah, you have your own little subjectives.
Lara, Lu Ren, Daniel
Lu Ren.
Wu.
Yeah.
So I mean, his character was pretty good. I felt like it fit in well with the story.
Yeah. Definitely, because he kind of got tagged along, and he was not interested in being the whole way with her. Just in
Yeah.
shit for the money at first.
Yeah.
But then he kind of gets dragged along with it. So it's kind of like a character that is forced to be in the movie without actually like seeming like he was forced in it, you know? Because
Yeah.
he was just trying to help her, and then bam, he gets shipwrecked with her and get dragged into all this mess.
Yep. It's funny. First he's interested for the money.
And
Then
now
he-
he's got to survive.
Then he just has to survive. He's being worked as a slave, and then there's a revolution. So
Survival tip, kids: don't ever take money from a stranger.
Yep. Yeah, I know. You're gonna get brought to a supernatural
Number one
island.
rule: never take money from a stranger.
Yep.
What did he do?
Never really do that anyway. Like,
But then again,
don't talk to strangers, honestly.
it's Alicia Vikander though.
Oh, if it's Alicia Vikander, I will do whatever she wants. If there's like a white van, it's spray painted ice cream, but she's in that van, I'm getting in it. I'm getting in it.
This boy is dead.
Yep, I will die, but I will be in the same van with her. Little did I know she was kidnapped too, and they were just using her as
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, y'all die together at least.
What did you think of the scenery,
Scenery was amazing.
especially compared to like the new video games?
Yes, Yamatai was gorge.
It was.
It was like this sort of eerie island because at night, it's crazy creepy. Like
Yeah.
during the storm scene when they're barely.
Oh my
getting
gosh,
there,
when the lightning just shines
and you see the outline of it.
yeah,
Super scary, creepy. You're like, oh my god, this island's gonna kill me. But then during the day, when she's actually on the island and everything's chill, it's like a really pretty chill tropical island. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, this place is actually really calm. Which brings you to believe, like, why did they just go to the island during the day?
Maybe, yeah, that's true. Why? Why'd they choose? Well, maybe it takes a long time to get there. They left during
Maybe
the
they
day.
were trying to time it right, and I guess, yeah. So
It just didn't
makes
work
sense.
out.
Yeah.
Of course, then there was also that storm, so there was a lot of clouds, which didn't help.
No.
That scene was amazing.
Yeah.
With
I
the-
get nervous around water, so during that scene when all the waves were just coming, I was getting really bad anxiety. I was just like sipping my like Mr. Pibb, just like
Yeah, that's when I noticed that it was
Yeah.
just going down and down. You were just drinking so quickly. It was so funny. I was like, "Geez!" And
water scares me. Like I have a big fear of drowning and dying.
yeah. And then at the end of my movie, I finally got my refill.
And
End of my movie.
it
At
was
the
free
end,
refill though, so
yeah, it was free, but like I had 5 minutes to drink a whole thing. I'm like, "Come on,
I
man."
stayed in there and be like, "Your brother brought this to me. I'm gonna chill."
What did you think about Nick Frost in the movie?
Which one's Nick Frost?
I'm pretty sure that's his name, Nick Frost. He and Simon Pegg do a lot of movies together. He's the one that at the pawn shop.
Oh my god.
He was funny.
I liked him, but at the same time, I wanted to just punch him in the face.
He was, yeah. I mean, that was pretty funny. I love the. What did he say when Laura knocks the coffee? You've burned my taters.
Oh,
You've burned my taters. Oh my god. He's such a funny guy. I love him in with Simon Pegg.
Speaking of the pawn shop scene, so at the very end, she comes back to the pawn shop
I
scene.
think I just got cut off there.
What?
You just cut me off.
What were you gonna say?
I don't. It doesn't. It wasn't important.
Irrelevant. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But the pawn shop scene really played a key role in the movie. You think she's just going to pawn off her necklace, and
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, whatever. Like this was unnecessary. Like where she got the money from. But then you'll see at the very end they connect it together. That pawn shop is where she really got her.
Oh, her dual USPs.
Mm-hmm.
That was a beautiful scene.
You know, I never been sexually aroused by like handguns, but those two handguns, like boy,
Are you sure it wasn't her?
her too.
It was. It was
like
her for
you know when
me.
Deadpool's smelling the smoke off his gun. Like if
I'm
those
touching
guns were to
myself
do the
tonight.
same thing, like those guns made me feel the same way.
Yeah. That was something I didn't understand. Was why she pawned off her necklace for money.
She had a whole inheritance.
But it made sense because she did not want to accept that her father was dead and couldn't sign the papers saying, because doing that officially made her father dead.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she knew her father was dead, she could sign it. And well, then it opened up that whole possibility for a new movie, which is going to happen.
What better happen?
Clearly, I mean, it has to.
This is why it also brings me back to the first point that I made, like the marketing thing. Like I feel like if they didn't make enough sales, they're not gonna make a second one. You know, that's
Yeah.
how movies work.
Yeah.
But I got like no marketing from this movie unless you went into a movie theater. Obviously, they had stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah,
But
obviously.
I never
yeah.
saw trailers of it or anything of
Yeah.
the sort. So
Got my
really
got my
mad
cup.
about that.
Boom. Look at that. What?
Nothing.
I got my bucket too, dude. Like, no joke. Got my bucket. Got my cup. I seriously hope this doesn't ruin my green screen, but yeah. So I was very hyped about this movie, as you can probably tell. But-
Aw,
What?
it's just a paper cup.
Yeah.
It's not like the Star Wars.
Well, it's
cup.
actually plastic, I think. I don't know what it is. I don't really care. It's
not like
mine, and that's what's important. But anyway, we've talked about pretty much everything, I think.
Pretty much.
I don't want to talk about.
We're a little bit all over the place, but I guarantee you for future movies, we'll have a sort of more formatted layout.
I mean, we that was so ridiculous. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. So he's dying right there.
You sounded just like a little like.
We did pretty good. We were good. No, I really like the movie. Out of a 10, 1 to 10, I would give it
We gave it a what, 7, 8?
7 or 8. I think 7 or 8. I feel like it could have been done better, but you know.
I think I would have made it up to like a 9 or 8. Like I said, if they would have just made it a little bit more time to just incorporate on her like
Her progression. Yeah,
from
'cause she killed.
from vulnerable weak Laura to like this aggressive like badass bitch. But I mean,
Yeah, because she kills one person and then
but
kills
like
so
I
many
said, I'm
others.
still giving it like an 8 or 7 because it was a good movie overall.
Yeah.
It flowed together. There was puzzles, which I'm a freak for. I love puzzles. There was riddles. There was all the action and adventure. There was the traps.
Yep.
There was the bow and arrow, the iconic bow and arrow that she uses.
Yep.
Even though
Yeah.
she just runs around, it's like, I'm going to shoot somebody, and she never does.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 people, but...
Yeah, but Alicia Vikander actually learned how to kind of operate a bow and
For the
arrow.
movie?
Yeah. Yeah. She put in a lot of effort for this movie. A lot of effort.
Yeah. Method acting?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, she did a lot for this movie. But I mean, overall, it was a very good movie, and I would recommend it to anybody who asked me about it. I don't know about you.
I would.
You
I
would?
definitely would.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very solid movie.
Very.
I was not disappointed. I've been disappointed by movies before, and this was not one that disappointed me.
What movies have disappointed you?
Assassin's Creed kind of disappointed me.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Which is ironic, because Michael Fassbender's in that movie.
And he's married to...
Alicia Vikander.
Dude, women showing up these men how to make movies. I'm living for it.
Right. Right. My voice cracked. Right. Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, well, another thing I wanted to bring or talk about too really quick is
Okay.
how like a big theme that's been coming out with these like feminine led movies, like these whole like powerhouse women leading movies. You got Wonder Woman coming out.
It came out.
Or
Oh,
came
you're just
out.
saying, I
Sorry.
got you.
Well, because they were gonna make more probably because Wonder
Probably.
Woman dominated the box office when she came out. What other female led movies? Tomb Raider. You got like Atomic Blonde. That one wasn't really big, but I mean, still, you got these bomb ass movies.
It was a decently...
These women who are just
Ocean's 8
is coming
Ocean 8,
out.
yeah.
Yes, with Riri. Oh, bless.
We are going to see that movie.
Yes.
We're going to have to see that movie. We are obligated.
Obligated to see that movie.
I mean, I really like Anne Hathaway and
I like
Sandra Bullock.
I like Rihanna and Sarah Paulson.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter. That is so weird.
It's
because-
so funny because she is nothing like Bellatrix Lestrange in that movie at all.
Yeah, and
Which
just-
is I always compare
plus it's
to.
not a what's it called Tim Burton movie.
Yeah,
Because she's
that's
like in
also
every
true.
Tim Burton movie,
Mhm.
which I love the whole dynamic between Helena, what's his name, Johnny Depp, and then Tim Burton. They're always like
Yeah.
working together to make movies. But Helena's like, you know what? I'm gonna go roll with the girls. For
Yeah,
a day and make
exactly.
This bomb ass women's movie.
I'm very excited about that movie. But yeah, you were saying about just
Yeah, it just fits into the theme lately that's come out that like empowering women, doing all that kind of thing. I really love the theme about it. This one sort of took on a vulnerable women up to strong, undefeatable women,
mm-hmm.
and unlike Wonder Woman where she was a full powerhouse of a movie, but still
Yeah.
it fits in with the theme.
Yeah. But overall this movie was very good. Fantastic scenery.
Great story.
Very, very, very good actors.
Good
and
actors.
actresses. The soundtrack was very good too.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was very good.
It was decent.
Yeah.
It wasn't over the top.
I mean, it's nothing like Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack,
Oh my
but
God,
it's
yes.
for a
Or Ready Player One soundtrack.
Yeah, for a thriller / action movie like this, it was very, very well
Very well.
put together for that. But overall, definitely a 7 or an 8.
Yes.
I definitely want to relook at the movie once we see like deleted scenes and the DVD Blu-ray comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's good to relook at things that we might have missed or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Totes my goats agree.
yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video, for whoever does, like that one person. So we love you, one dude or woman. But you have any last points to say?
Tomb Raider, it's still in theaters while this video is coming out, so go watch it.
Go watch it.
It's probably on sale right now. Last little showings,
Oh yeah,
Um,
probably.
If not, buy it on DVD, rent it, whatever.
Yep. Do whatever it takes to see this movie.
It's definitely one worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also play the video games too if you also want a little bit insight into some of the things that they do point out in the movie to get a better in-depth experience of the Tomb Raider experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
I'm pretty sure we looked at each other like.
anyway, so yeah, so thanks so much for watching the video. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to be looking at movies, video games, TV, anything really we want to do.
We're sort of just starting to get into this sort of YouTube thing.
Yep.
And we kind of want to take it off, so sorry. It's my anxiety. But if you have any ideas, if we're doing good, if we're doing bad, leave comments.
Give us tips.
Please be what's it called? Constructive.
Yeah. And if you have any like suggestions, stuff you want to see us do, please let us know.
Somebody's gonna comment like jump off a bridge.
Right? Just kill yourself, honestly.
Yeah. We're here at the Golden Gate Bridge where Brandon's about to just like
I'm about to.
Are you recording?
There I go. Well, yeah, who's gonna upload it?
Brandon, don't do it. They want me to do it, and he's just like your little gamer tags.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so definitely give us any suggestions or anything you guys want to see. Maybe we'll even do some challenge stuff like downing hot sauce. I don't know.
Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends.
Down here.
Mention how bad we are, mention how good we are. Any publicity helps.
Anything, honestly.
Who said that once? It's like I forgot what it was.
It's bad press is still press.
Or
I don't know.
Something like that. It was like
something
bad.
Like that.
I don't know what it was. It was
I don't
like,
know.
it's still publicity.
Yeah, it's still publicity. But that's not the point. We're not doing it for that. We're just doing it just to have fun.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe this could even turn into a comedic thing where we just do terrible videos all the time.
Yeah, we'll just do
people
terrible
love them.
videos because, yeah. But anyway, ending statement, Tomb Raider, great.
Tomb Raider, great movie.
See
Get your butt
Tomb
to the
Raider.
theater.
And we'll see you guys in the, what?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, in the link. Are you going to do those things or no?
Probably not.
Probably not? All right. So just scratch that.
Yeah, scratch that. I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
follow my Instagram, though.
Maybe we'll
because
put, I'll put ours. Our personal,
Yeah.
This is me. This is you. I'm better.
We're going to have like 6 links down there.
Right?
It's like,
Right. Anyway, so final note. Just see Tomb Raider. It's very good. I promise you will not regret it. And we'll see you guys in the next review. Take care.
peace out.